Hello everyone on YouTube. I'm just sharing this someplace real quick and then I'll get moving here. Snow is actually beginning to move back north towards downtown Everett and Lake Stevens area. So that's interesting. Hello everybody joining on. Sorry the live stream dropped there for a minute. If you're watching over on Facebook, hello. If you're watching over on YouTube, hello. Do me a favor and go ahead and share this new live stream around so that we can get more people aware of what the road conditions are out here on the side roads near places like Mill Creek, heading towards South Everett too. Looks like the snow is about to start increasing in places like Lake Stevens again a little bit, downtown Everett. This convergence zone is kind of wobbling back to the north. As always, if you love snow, go ahead and heart this post. If you hate snow, go ahead and wow it. And if you're watching over on YouTube, go ahead and leave a heart emoji if you love snow, or a wow emoji if you hate snow. Okay, we're almost back towards where it's snowing good, so just bear with me for a minute. The heavier snow is just to my north, kind of navigating these side roads out here. At 5 p.m. I will need to take a break from live streaming. I might set up a live stream just pointing out of a window. And then around 8 p.m. I plan to get out there and live stream some more on the roads. Go ahead and leave a comment describing what's going on where you are. Thanks for the stars. SeaTac has no issues at the moment, but later tonight they could have some issues. So basically, I'm going to cut west over towards I-5 and then go north, get back into the heavier snow. Might briefly check out the South Everett area, but it looks like the band of snow again is kind of wobbling back to the north. But it looks like some enhanced snowfall is kind of happening over the Puget Sound, and that's helping this convergence zone stay nice and active. The relatively warmer air of the Puget Sound with the colder air running over top of it, creating some nice low-level lapse rates and increasing the intensity of this snow as the air is converging. Actually going to take a right here. Alright, so this route I'm taking now is going to get me back into the snow a little bit sooner. Tell that the snow is drier and that it's just kind of blowing right over my windshield. It's not splattering on the windshield at all. So the snow ratio is officially increasing, I think it's safe to say. It's not as wet of snow. Yeah, it's quite safe to say this is going to freeze overnight. Arctic air is filtering into the region more and more as the night goes on. Up in Whatcom County, there's still Fraser River outflow occurring. I'll pull up the temperatures here for you guys in a second. So up in Whatcom County, in Linden, it is down to 16 degrees, guys. 16 degrees, gusting to 31 out of the northeast. And Bellingham, 20. And that cold Arctic air is being sucked south down the I-5 corridor. So in Mount Vernon, it is 26. On Whidbey Island, it's 29. Anacortes is down to 25. Looks like, sorry, one guy, just checking what my turn is. Stanwood is down to 29, at least up there on Camino Island, just to the west of it. And it's down to 32 at Paine Field in Arlington, and it's just going to continue getting colder into the night. So all these wet roads, guys, all these wet side roads that are in more, like all the untreated side roads, they're just going to flash freeze. And there's going to be black ice that develops all over the place. So beware. Thanks for the stars, Hannah. Granite Falls, there's a chance of more snow because in Granite Falls, there's a chance of more snow in Granite Falls because this convergence zone is kind of wobbling at the moment. It's wobbling up towards Lake Stevens right now, and Granite Falls is actually right on the edge of this snow. So there is definitely a chance that Granite Falls will get some more, depending on how much this convergence zone continues to wobble. I don't think it's going to wobble too much, to be perfectly honest, because what's causing this convergence zone is we have northerlies, Arctic northerlies, and it's colliding. Well, looks like there's northerlies going down the Puget Sound too now, so there must be some winds aloft colliding. Hello to all of you guys watching over on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining over here in Facebook as well. Is there a chance of Burlington getting a little bit more snow? I would say there's possibly a chance, but the air up north is going to be drying out more and more as more of that Arctic air comes down. The areas that have a higher likelihood of more snow is down here by like Everett, from Lake Stevens south, and Seattle north, kind of in that zone, the convergence zone area. As long as this thing persists, it's going to keep on getting colder, so the snow ratio is going to increase as long as the snow is falling. And so somewhere in South Snohomish County, North King is going to get some decent snow totals out of this, but everywhere is going to get pretty cold overnight. All right, turning west onto 132nd Street Southeast now. The roads were worse over by Clearview. I'm also not in the heaviest snow at the moment. So, but yeah, the roads right here, not too bad. There's so much water on the roads, though. They're just going to freeze later. I think that's the biggest danger with this event is the cooler temperatures that are coming later tonight with these really, really cold wet roads. Maximus Schlossler says it's still snowing pretty good out by Warm Beach, South Stanwood. Good to know. Interesting. I do expect that as the night goes on, though, that this convergence zone is probably going to slip further and further south down the I-5 corridor. But it's stalled up here for now, minus the slight wobbles. Alright, getting into some better snow now. Looks like snow is getting close to North Seattle. It's down there by Shoreline by the looks of it, but I don't know how cold it is out down there at the moment. Communities like North Bend appear to be getting some decent snow right now. Balloon. Sorry guys about the poor stream quality at the moment. Got some bad service right here. Inch in Monroe. There's also an inch over by Clearview, just south of Snohomish. into some better snow here in just a second. Coming down pretty good. Looks like it's starting to snow pretty good just to my south by Briar, Edmonds, Bothell. So that convergence zone kind of wobbled to the north, back up towards Lake Stevens, and now that north end of that convergence zone is wobbling back towards the south. Snow's coming down better here. I expect over the next couple hours the road conditions are going to get worse in most areas due to just freezing. Jonathan Pulley, one of my moderators on YouTube, is saying that everything is starting to freeze over on North Whidbey. The deck is an ice skating rink now. It's probably going to be the case with a lot of roads later too. So for those of you that are curious, the GFS has more snow coming into the area starting on Tuesday morning and continuing through the day on Tuesday, bringing quite a bit of snow to the region. The European shows a pretty dang similar track to the European, but ends the snow a little bit earlier. But it does look like more snow, and then possibly a convergence zone that night. But I'm going to continue live streaming for now. Just going to look at one more thing here on the computer, give you guys a little bit of a brief update as I'm parked here. So this is looking at the European model. This is showing snow continuing through tonight, kind of moving further south into tomorrow morning. And then as we go into Tuesday, starts snow further north early out there on the coast, Port Angeles, Sequim, the islands. And then that right there is about 7 a.m. Snow from about Seattle north. And then it kind of has Seattle to ever on the cusp of rain, but could very well be all snow. And then a convergence zone signature sets up there on Wednesday morning, which could be pretty powerful. Looking at 24-hour snow totals for that. The European has a pretty decent snow total from this tonight over like SeaTac area, Federal Way. You see that? Maybe getting around an inch down there later tonight as this conversion zone activity continues down south. And then here's looking at Tuesday's deal. Maybe a little bit of a snow shadow right along the Puget Sound, but areas like Lake Stevens, it's showing getting 2 to 3 inches out of that. Mount Vernon, 4 inches. Out there on Friday, or the Salmon Islands, like 4 to 5 inches. Could really get piled on out there in Port Angeles with that storm. Nia Bay, close to a foot of snow maybe out there. Maybe 6 inches for Whatcom County. And then looking at the GFS for what it's showing. It shows that conversion zone activity through tonight as well. It actually shows basically from Linwood down towards Seattle getting maybe 2 inches tonight. But with Tuesday's storm, holy smokes. The GFS is much, much snowier with Tuesday's storm. I would take this with a grain of salt, but it brings a lot, brings a lot of snow to the area. A little bit of a snow shadow right here due to the Olympic Mountains. Areas like Everett could possibly get less. Sorry guys, my phone did something goofy right there. And then quickly looking at the most recent HER for today. See where it has that convergence zone going on the most recent update. It kind of dries it out, but I think this will last a bit longer than what the HER is showing in the 18Z NAM. Dissipates it probably too soon as well. And you can see that snow starting to come in out there later on Tuesday. Kind of in disagreement with the HER and then, or with the Euro and the GFS, I mean. So anyways, hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Gonna get moving here again. Snowing like crazy in Kirkland is the word. From John Schwartz. I would love to stay out and keep on chasing this, but I gotta head back to Lake Stevens for my work Christmas party, which I am looking forward to. It'd be nice if it wasn't snowing while it was happening, but can't do anything about that. Snow is still falling here, but it's lighter. Good video update from Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. I think there's going to be quite a few car accidents later because people are not going to realize that these wet roads are freezing later. A lot of meteorologists out there have been trying to get the word out about just how cold it's going to get in the National Weather Service, and me and other social media people, but I think it's still going to catch folks off guard. So if you're out in Shoreline, Edmonds, Picnic Point area, Hansville, down through Paulsbo, you probably are seeing some snowflakes right now. Looks like it's also snowing pretty good out in places like Maltby, Bothell. Gonna get another burst of snow in Monroe. Okay, folks. It's still snowing a little bit lightly here, more flurries, but it's snowing a little bit better down to the south and in the east Puget Sound lowlands. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to end these live streams, and I'll be live again later. I'll talk to you later.